The post-draft clarity is starting to really set in, and I'm so psyched. So psyched for this season. So psyched for this franchise. So psyched for LaMelo Ball. So psyched for my channel. There are a lot more of you here now. Welcome. Thank you all so much for the support on the Sam Dracula channel. It really means a lot to me. Really means a lot to me. I have something exciting to share with you all soon. Because of all your support, there's an incredible opportunity that I can bring and share with you guys, hopefully really soon. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait. It will not let you down. Focusing though on the draft, what? They nailed it. The Hornets nailed it. Start to finish. I love what happened Wednesday night. Straight up, there's nothing to complain about from me. The Hornets took the best player available, did not trade back, and that best player available is really good. There's some extra stuff that comes along with it, but I don't care. I'm here for it. Today, as I'm recording this, was LaMelo's press conference, and seeing him hold the jersey up, talk in front of the media. This kid is older than his age identifies. Like, he is beyond his own years. I give credit for him playing professionally overseas. That stuff matters. He doesn't operate like a normal teenager that would be put in this position. So that already makes me feel good as a fan. Already, straight up. I don't care that he shoots the ball with two hands. I don't care. I don't care. He's a Hornets player, and I can't wait for the season to start again. Thank you, Dwayne, for the pictures. His Instagram is down in the description. I am so happy for our current homegrown players. Guys like Deonte, Miles, PJ, the Crash Brothers. These guys played so well last year. They were underappreciated and overlooked because that's the profile of the franchise. With LaMelo in Charlotte, those guys I just mentioned will be seen by a lot more people. And that makes me happy. That makes me really happy because this team is really better than people give credit. And the world will see that now. Speaking of the current players, the idea of playing positionless basketball, I can't wait to see it. As fans, I think we have a chance to really take in what the Hornets are gonna roll out. Like every game, the Hornets could give out a different look. Who's gonna start? Who's gonna take the last shot? What's the crunch time lineup? These are a lot of questions we don't know, and I think will change from game to game. And that's really fun as a fan to like that idea of mystery. We don't know what we're gonna see each night. Hornets fans didn't get James Wiseman, which is fine. We got LaMelo Ball. Cool, here for it. But in the second round, we got two centers, two big men, and honestly, all we need is one of them to work. It's really two lottery tickets on Vernon Carey Jr. and Nick Richards. Even that Richards trade, like we traded some future second round pick. Like who cares? Like that's a low risk endeavor for a guy, a 7-footer with a crazy wingspan that could develop into something useful for the Hornets in the future. And to end the draft with Grant Riller so late, he's like 22 points a game, 50% shooting. He's 6'3", like 5 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.6 steals, 83% from the free throw line, 36% from 3-point. Like that's a sick pick in the second round. So like front to back, start to finish, Hornets A+ from me. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's keep the same energy when the draft is really sick next year and in the year after that. So those are my thoughts on the 2020 NBA draft and the Charlotte Hornets. But we're not done. No. I have some guests, some very special guests. My fellow Charlotte Hornets fans have taken time out of their busy days and nights, for some of them, to chat with me over my Discord. If you'd like to get involved with any future videos, link to my Discord's in the description. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm done with the video. Fellas, my hair's crazy. Jeez, take it away.
I'm Nahana. I'm from Auckland, New Zealand.
What are your thoughts on what the Hornets pulled off on draft night?
Real happy. Admittedly, LaMelo was of the 3 top picks, he was my least favorite, but I am pretty stoked to get him anyway. I was happy with any of them, but yeah, I'm absolutely stoked. We got some centers. That's all good. We got another point guard. I'm not so sure about that pick, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we got. In New Zealand, hardly anyone that like doesn't really know the NBA, doesn't know who Charlotte is. Yeah, and I think LaMelo is going to be a big part of like making us bigger. I definitely would rank the draft as an A for us for sure. Like LaMelo's gangster, like dude's sick.
I'm Francesco, and I'm from Italy.
What do you think about the draft?
Yeah, we've done really good decisions. Picking LaMelo Ball at 3, I think it was amazing. Strangely enough, we're doing some good choices at draft night. I like LaMelo. LaMelo is an incredible passer. I really love him for that. He has good IQ. He's versatile. He's young. He can score. His shooting. He's not a good shooter. Let's say he's not a good shooter, but he can improve.
What about a grade for the entire night? So all the draft picks combined, what would you give the Hornets?
I don't want to be too positive, but I'm going with an A or maybe an A plus.
This is Dwayne from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Dwayne, the draft is behind us now. I think we killed it.
I agree with you 100%. Very happy with the LaMelo pick. I like the Carey pick. I will be honest that Tillman was more, I was like, oh, yes, we're going to get Tillman. Oh, we may get Oturo. But I'm happy with Carey. We need some size. He has a lot of potential. He can step out and shoot. He lost all that weight, so he should be a little more mobile. So I'm happy with that. I also like, no one's really talking about Riller, who we picked up late. Very talented. He can score. I watched him play a lot. He can get his own shot, and I think he may not help us right now, or he may never help us on the floor. But the type of player he is, he can be a good trade down the road. He can go to Greensboro up here where I'm at. If they even have a G League this year, hopefully they do, with COVID. But he can fill it up. He can play. So I think down the road, he can help us get a piece that we may need later on, or he can help us. Who thought Deonte would ever do what he's doing right now? So even Nick Richards, he's a little rough around the edges, but he's still another big that's athletic. So I love the direction that we're going in. And I'm also loving that LaMelo brings us national attention and get us on national TV a lot more and start showcasing this team like they deserve to be. I got to give us an A. I got to. I know it may be a little biased, but I got to give us an A.
Hi, I'm Anthony Cerrone. I'm from Concord, North Carolina. We got some exciting stuff coming this year, and hopefully coming forward, drafting LaMelo Ball, which I think was the right choice for us to take at 3 and not trading back. And in the second round, we did very well, too. Drafting 2 centers and another guard that can hopefully help us off the bench using more of that depth we have, and especially with our cap space situation and Jordan not liking to go into luxury tax. I think what we did was overall the best thing that we could have done.
What grade would you give the Hornets?
Overall, I would give it a B+.
Okay.
I think that Vernon Carey still has to show a little more, staying healthy. And Nick Richards has to develop a solid pick and pop game where at Kentucky he was, good at post hooks in the mid range, but that 3 has to get better, obviously, in today's NBA.
Yeah, man, you're being harsh, man. You're the first B we've gotten. It's been all A's thus far. You ruined the perfect score.
Have to be a critic sometimes.
Hey, no, it's fair. Totally fair. It's room for improvement. Let's call it that.
Yep.
My name is Jacob. I'm from Florence, South Carolina.
The Hornets drafted LaMelo Ball 3rd overall. That rhymes. It sounds really good. It's like great to say, and then great that it's actually true. It's done. He's ours. What do you think? What do you think about it?
I think it's great. I mean, LaMelo's a big name coming to Charlotte. We haven't had a top pick in a while. Like a top pick, like a big name coming to Charlotte. So it's really great. We get some views. as a player, he's really good, a good tall point guard, a playmaker for us would be great. Devontae's a really good playmaker and a good shooter, but he has struggles at finishing at the rim, which is something LaMelo's pretty good at, his floaters. And I think he'll have a great dynamic coming into Charlotte. An A+ for sure, man. Been on cloud nine.
So my name is Deonte White, and I am from Virginia, Hampton Roads, Virginia. Yeah, he didn't play in the college ball, but you could tell by the press conference, he has like a confidence about him. And he was just like, yeah, the Cajun fries were, they were dope or whatever. I was like, all right, this guy, like he already, even if that wasn't true, even if he never even had Cajun fries, the fact that if his media team told him to do that, the fact that he listened and did a good enough job that I was like, I think he actually went there. The fact that he did that, I was like, this guy's ready. He's ready for the NBA. There's so many possibilities of just all the marketing with him, Michael Jordan being an older brother, father figure, whatever's going to happen. Michael versus LeVar, all the commercials that can happen from that once the pandemic is under control. Hopefully we can do that soon. But he did a good job at the press conference. He was a little too cool, but it went off. I'm on the fence, man. It's definitely an A, but is it an A+? I got to say, yeah.
My name is John. I grew up in Charlotte, but I'm living in Texas now, going to school here.
What are your thoughts on the Hornets draft night?
I thought it was an exceptional draft. I kind of wanted Wiseman originally, like dating back to August, about a year ago. Wiseman was always kind of the guy that I wanted the most, but when it became kind of obvious that the Warriors were probably going to get him and he wasn't going to be there for us, I think LaMelo was the one that I really, really wanted. He is such a unique blend of size and creativity. Like his ability to handle the ball at 6'8". I haven't seen that in so long. I mean, the shot it isn't great at this point in time, but there's potential for it to become a really decent NBA shot, and he's a good free throw shooter too. So I think the one aspect that I'm not too high on with Melo is the defense, but I mean he still has the size where he can do it. And in terms of the rest of the draft, we got 2 rim protectors, which is probably our biggest need. I mean, what's his name? Sorry, I was going to say James Wiseman. Vernon Carey, I think he was the number 5 overall prospect on Rivals last year. So, I mean, he's extremely talented. He has a really, really nice touch at the rim. I mean, he gets boards and he could be a presence down low. And, I mean, Nick Richards is also a guy kind of just like that, too. So, I mean, overall, I thought it was an incredible draft. I'll probably go with A. I mean, it's really hard to give an A+ because we haven't seen him play at all. But this is the most excited I've been about a draft in my whole time of being a Hornets and Bobcats fan. So it's a really, really solid A.